Hi students, so this will be your video reference for drawing your sphere with your oil pastels. So you need your oil pastels, you need your notebook. Reuse page 24-25, but wherever you're at is fine. Just skip a couple pages so you don't have any bleed through. And at the top of the page, whichever orientation you want. If you want this orientation, fine. If you want this orientation, fine. I'm going to use this orientation. So at the top of the page, you're going to write sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, and you are going to need to write the date. So when you guys are doing this, this is going to be 9/24. This is for 7th period. If you're in another period, you have another date. Again, this is page 24 and 25. Okay, and if you're on a different page, that's okay. So you've got the date on it, you've got the pages, and you can either choose to use your template, your circle template, or you can carefully just get the motion of a sphere, whatever size you want, and then adjust it and darken the edges to what you want. For this demonstration, we're just going to use the template. Now, I do want you to know that when you're doing this, there is the reference image, which is in your Google Classroom link. So pull the reference up because we're using it here. Okay, so I'm going to begin. We're going to begin. I do have a guest artist working, and they're beginning. So trace the outline of the circle lightly, and you can move your template and start blocking out. You're going to block out the cast shadow. That is the shadow which has been cast from the sphere itself. The light source is coming in from the top angle up there. So make sure you label where your light source is coming in. We'll do all the labeling in a bit, but that's where the light is coming. And reference your image, look to your sphere, the picture, and start blocking in the core shadow, the shadow that is on the core of the ball, of the sphere, and some of the mid-tones. And then you can start adding your oil pastels, emulating the colors, the dark, the light, and the mid-tones with your different colors. So you're going to be doing a lot of blending, and keep referencing your the image. So that is the highlight. That's where the light is hitting the sphere, the lightest part. And keep blending in the core shadowing and the mid-tones. And work the colors together so they blend together nicely. Okay. So keep working the colors in and referencing your sphere image on your computer. And darken as you need. And you can see this is the area where the highlights are, where the lightest color is, because the light is hitting it. So there's a, and I have noticed that the oil pastels do blend easier when it is warm out. They are temperamental. Haha. Okay, so you can use the back of your eraser, the eraser on your pencil, for your to help blend. And continue to reference your sphere image. So the underbelly where the light has hit the surface and bounced back up is called the reflective highlight. And you can use your white to blend. And just keep working it until you feel like you've got a good rendition of your sphere and the colors are blended well. And then we'll label them. Okay, great. So now we're going to label. So here is the light source. And here is our lightest part. This is the highlight. This is our core shadow. Our cast shadow. This is our reflective highlight. And through here we have our midtones. These colors, the mid-tone colors through here. Okay, and maybe there's a little more work to be done. No. Well, if you want to get back and do a little more work, you know, keep working until you feel like you've completed it and you feel good about it. And then darken your labels and take an image of it. Write a small short reflection about doing the sphere and turn that in, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and darken these labels so that we are clear on this. So the light source is here. So it's funneling down this way. You have your mid-tone ranges here. These mid-colors are your reflective highlights. They bounce from the surface back onto the sphere. The lightest part is called the highlight. Our core shadow is itself, the core of the sphere being shadowed. And we have a cast shadow here. The sphere itself is casting a shadow. Okay, I hope that this has been helpful. Please take an image of your sphere with all the labels on it and insert it into the slide with a reflection.